Hello, 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 divine ones. Welcome. Today, the guides are going to be sharing a message and an energy transmission in a direct response to a viewer request. So, Chris, thank you so much for your request. The guides are going to talk today about obstacles, hindrances, dark energies, dark entities, and much more. So they'll be talking about this as well as they're going to be bringing through a clearing, an energy clearing, and an energy transmission. And they say more and much more. Okay, and before we begin this, I just want to express my deep gratitude for you. Today you'll see I'm wearing this little doohickey here, and this is actually a brand new microphone, and I'm hoping that this is going to be amazing for us so that the audio quality is not only improved, but it also has noise reduction, and hopefully dogs barking and trains going by is going to be muted. And so hopefully that's going to help out with the transmissions as well. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that supports me through doing this, whether you are watching this video, subscribing to this channel, sharing it with friends, or whether you're donating to me directly. And I just really have a thank you to this because it is those that, well, it's really all of you, but I really super appreciate the people who have been donating to me financially, because that helps me buy things like this to improve videos. So I'm super grateful to all of the viewers that have donated. So I thank you for that. And if you haven't donated financially, you've donated energetically, showing up here and just being with me through this process. And especially if you've been here since the beginning, you can see the evolution of it. And it's always changing and transforming, and the way that that I'm showing up, and really that the guides are coming through and the new things that they're bringing through is just always evolving. So I just really appreciate you being here for this journey. If it's, called to you at this time, it's just so welcome. I really appreciate it. And any way that you support this channel, whether, like I said, whether it's watching it or sharing it, subscribing it, or donating financially, all of the ways, it's all energy, and I'm super grateful for it. So thank you. So I'm hoping that this is going to be amazing for all the videos, including bringing through new meditation videos as well as yoga videos, which will be starting soon, very soon. So hopefully this is going to be awesome. So thank you so much for that. And so now the guides are just going to come in and they're going to begin. So if you're open to this transmission, say yes or set your intention. Anicio koroso to connect with the guides. Dear ones, we are so overjoyed, grateful, elated to make this connection with you today. In addition to this, the time is now. It is so important right now for humanity. And so what you would call the time is of the essence. We are very, very grateful for this, for your willingness to show up, to connect, to move beyond what you have known yourself as previous, what you have known others as previous, and this includes dark and light. Inicio Koroso, to have all of these things, these ideas, these preconceived notions, removed, lifted. Your willingness to lift yourself beyond these things, to know yourself beyond these things. This is no small feat. Because you are so heavily what we would call entrenched, in the physical reality, that it all seems so real to you, and so immediate to you. as if ini konosoti esanakarasa, everything that's happening is happening to you. Anesio korasi etesinia sakarasa. You see, anasekarasa, it feels, everything feels so real. And when things are happening, things that you would call obstacles, challenges, dark energies, it feels like it is happening to you. Anasekara, I'm asking for more explanation on this. Anisakarasa, because I'm saying, of course it is, right? Because we're feeling this, right? Anasakarasa, and they're saying, Anasikaraso, it is happening. But because your identity is one of that with the small self, with the personality self, then you view it as something that is happening to you, and you view it as something that's negative. And we're going to talk all about this today. But first, dear ones, let us connect. And as we say, we're always connected, but let's connect consciously, because each time we do, and each time we show up, our vibrational frequency is different. And so let's harmonize to this now moment. Every time that you encounter a message from us, and that you engage in a message with us, it will be different. Always different. You could watch this or encounter this in many ways. And however you encounter it, each time, because your vibrational frequency may be different, it's always moving, your experience of this message will always be different. So you may revisit it if you like, and have a new light bulb moment every time. Because it will mean something different to you every time, based on your ideas and concepts, this kind of meaning, like an intellectual meaning, and a vibrational meaning. Okay, so you say yes, and we say yes, and we connect your heart, our heart, one heartbeat. And of course, we are always connected this way. However, we remind you, we bring the tone, the frequency, the energy vibration of this connection. As you are in this dense frequency, this earth plane manifestation, this physical reality, if you like, your energy vibration is denser. And so we sing the song that reminds you of your truth, that reminds you of your vibrational frequency, and reminds you that it is never gone from you. And some of you might think that you are creating, and instead we like to say realizing. There's a difference. Creating is like an energetic energy, that you are trying to do something, you are trying to create something, and rather than realize something that is already here. And we'll talk more at a later time about this idea of creation and creating. But for today, dear ones, let us remember what is already here, what is already true, and what is already you. With your permission and your agreement to align to this truth, we bring through the frequency now. Hisi shu. Uktai shiamai kotai shai ala shuktia mai shi akatatoroke sai shinia potakia sai shukte e wai su. your heart, our heart, one heartbeat, this truth, asanakara, our truth is one. Iapokoto sokorasa has never not been, never will not be, anesikira always will be. Asikarotokia, tasikara one. Inesatokorase, atakarasata shikarasa. And isikorasa, what is one? Anesikarasa, it is nothing and all things. Emikiatakarasata shikarasa tokorasa, you think of one as a number, anakorasikarasa as a concept or an idea. We think of it as nothing. And so I asked them, then why isn't it zero? And and they're telling me it can be whatever I want. And they tell me I can take all my concepts and beliefs about what one, what zero, and anything else means, and I can have them as long as I want them. But they like to use this one, because it is something that you know, it is a concept, and something that the mind can know. And even though we want to move you beyond intellectual knowing, humanity sometimes requires this idea first, so that they can wrap their minds around it, to then realize that they can let go of all these concepts. Sometimes you need concepts to let go of concepts. Sometimes you need what you would call the dark to realize the light, and the light to realize the dark, until you realize all is one and nothing is either dark or light. It is just one. And they're going to explain this because I'm already questioning this. And they will explain. Sometimes you call to you, you call upon you. What you would call something that is an obstacle or a hindrance. And you would say, well, no, there is no way that I would be calling this. Of course, I don't want an obstacle in my life. I don't want a hindrance in my life. I want it to be easy. And I said, the easy path. And because they say it's as easy as you make it. Or it's as easy as you allow it to be. Or it's easy as you be, as you be, as you be. Just be. And then there is no easy and hard. There is no obstacle. And there is just experiences, or what you would call events as part of a whole experience or a whole manifestation. Nothing is good nor bad, but we understand that you experience it as this way, and we don't want to diminish your feelings at all. And we are not trying to say this hard thing that you have gone through or you're going through is not an experience for you. We are not trying to bypass you or sugarcoat you. We agree that you are experiencing this, and we are never trying to skirt this issue. We are saying, though, that while the small self, or the personality self, or the you that you identify with, has these experiences and feels that they are so true and so you, and to this we do not disagree. There is an aspect of you, as we have discussed many times, that is unmoved, unchanged, untouched by all of these obstacles and challenges. And when you are in alignment with this, you no longer judge things as good or bad, obstacles, hindrances, or challenges. You see them in a whole new light. You experience them in a whole new light. Sometimes you might have called a lesson upon yourself. You might have called an experience upon yourself as like a detour. And before you come into a human form, you may have chosen to have a detour, if you would, if it was necessary. You may have set up before you arrived here and something that you would deem a challenge as a way to know the truth of who you are. Okay, every single thing that happens, if you would like to use this word happens, okay? Every single thing that happens, that transpires, that takes place, is an ongoing manifestation. And is all of it. All of it, all of it. The good, the bad, the ugly. What you would call the good, the bad, the ugly. They don't call it this. But they say it for us. What you would call good, bad, ugly, all of it is the substance. We've said this before, the substance or the kindling that is used for the fires of transformation. Everything is a mirror, if you would, that guides you back home, that guides you back to you. And sometimes you may have called a lesson upon yourself as a way to detour you back in. They're showing it to me like this. You may have had many lifetimes in which you have experienced the same pattern, or the same, what we would call like a lesson, the same lesson over and over again, the same thing over and over again. And you may have called upon yourself this detour, if you would, or this challenge, or this, what you would deem a hindrance, a challenge, an obstacle, as a way of detouring you back home. Okay, so they're asking me to talk about something. So I have a lot of like digestive issues and things of this nature. And before this light language came in, although I was bringing through messages when I was teaching yoga, they didn't include light language. And even though I was bringing that in, I wasn't bringing this in. And I had, like a lot of different like sensitivities to things and like digestive issues. And as this has progressed, and particularly before light language came in, and I'll do a separate video on this, I had this huge shift in what I was eating. And one of the things that I could not tolerate anymore was coffee. And I love coffee so much coffee. Just black, love it, love it. And I can't, because like 1 cup of coffee is like the guides are like 1,000 cups of coffee, if not more. Their energy is like 1,000 cups of coffee. So 1 cup of coffee is like, it's too much. I can't do it. And before this came in, I started disliking coffee. Like I would drink it and I'd be like, ugh, like I don't like this. And all of a sudden I just wanted to eat green food. And I went through like probably 3 weeks where I was just like, everything that I wanted to eat was only green. And as I've tried to go back to drinking coffee, my body is like, a no way. And the guides are saying that like our bodies are going through like an evolution. And it's like, as we try to go back to consuming things that we used to consume that are of like a denser energy and that contain like the residue or the residue frequency, the frequency like residue of like harm. We feel it. And they're showing me in this lots of ways. So some of you might be thinking like animals, but they're showing me also like harm in many other ways, like harm in our water systems and harm in even like farming and agriculture. So they're saying, as we're consuming these and consuming like the residue of the harm and the frequency of like, they're showing me like workers that are being underpaid and that are being treated badly. And they're like harvesting or picking crops, and that they're because they are being treated in this way, like our food is containing this residue of this energy. And so what they're saying is, as our species is evolving and we are evolving. We are no longer in vibrational frequency with some of these like foods and food sources. So sometimes, like through this evolution, you might look at it like, I look at it like, why can't I drink my coffee? I just want it. And so, or like, yeah, there's so many digestive issues. But they're showing me and telling me, like, if I had free reign, which I know if I had free reign, it'd be pizza and chips every day. Like, I don't even know that I'd be eating vegetables, right? It'd be pizza and chips every day. So sometimes they say that you call upon you like this challenge, if you would, that detours you or reroutes you back to your evolution, to your ascension, to your awakening. And this, like, I'm using the example of food because that's what they're using today, but they're saying to me many examples of this. You may have this like detour, this challenge in your life. It could be relationships or work or anything. It could be anything. So anything that you view as a challenge, even your mind and the same pattern over and over again, is an opportunity to see the truth. Everything is an opportunity to see the truth, and you may have called upon you a challenge. Or once you are here now in this physical form, you are so claiming it. So they're saying two different things. One is one is that you called it upon you, or you call it upon you based on your like your karma, but also not karma. Outside of this, you so now I'm asking them, is there anything outside of this? And they're telling me yes, yes, karma, and also you have opportunity to like before you arrive here, you have opportunity to like chart a course, if you would. They're showing it to me, but it is like, and it's many levels. So it is like there's always an ultimate course, if you would, to know the truth of who you are, and to know the truth of what you are and what all is. And on your expedition of that, of your realization of that, of your adventure of that, so you may have like sort of like a charted course, if you would, but it's very loose because within this you might say the opportunity has arisen in this lifetime for me to, one, know the truth of who I am. And is this always available in every lifetime, always? And they say yes. And also no. And because the issuance here is that you view like a lifetime as like an open and close, and and sometimes it's like they're showing me 2 or 3 or 5 like lifetimes together that are kind of like, are they already charted? Like, how is this? I need more information on this. So it's kind of like there might be some karma, and it's kind of like not just like one lifetime course charted. It could be like many lifetimes course charted, but so even though it's kind of like this outline of like lifetimes charted. Okay, so how they're going to explain this is like, say there is something some karmic issue and seeds that have been planted and the that you must attend to, and that it may take many lifetimes, and there might be this idea that there's going to be many lifetimes for this karma to ripen, and within every lifetime there is the opportunity to know the truth of who you are. And I'm questioning it as they're saying it, to know the truth of who you are, and actually move beyond the need of all these lifetimes to know this. And the reason I asked is because I was like, is the opportunity here in every lifetime? Because what about somebody who is completely unawakened, and somebody that you would look at and say, like, there's absolutely no way that they can possibly awaken to that, and they say that it is our judgment of that. And you could look at the darkest thing, and this is, dear one, part of our message today is that you must know, know, internal knowing, you must know that your ideas, concepts, and beliefs are not in truth. And they could be in your truth, meaning that the small self has a lot of beliefs, and the small self says things like, I'm going to speak my truth. But still, even that is a false truth. And I say, you may speak it all you like, you may have all the opinions that you have. But when you have an opinion, and you are opinionated, we like to use this word, take the word pin out of here, because opinion carries the word pin, which pins you to, like a cork board with a tack, and pins you to a lower vibration. Your opinions do this. They pin you to the rock, to the dense, heavy experience. So you might call upon you experiences that allow you to see the truth of who you are, that you might not have seen if you had charted the same course. So they're using my example. If I had continued to like eat the foods that held the lower vibrational frequencies, because part of our evolution is this changing of the body. But when the small self is so used to eating for pleasure, and eating for emotional reasons, and eating in all these ways, and just even the ideas and beliefs that like breakfast is for breakfast, and this is what is breakfast food, and this is what's lunch food, and this is like 3 meals a day, and what your food pyramid is, and all of this is ideas and beliefs, and you will find that each of you has your own requirements as you evolve for food and what that means. There isn't a one size fits all. There isn't a good or a bad. There is just a constant evolution. And but you want to pin each other with good and bad, and my dietary way is superior to yours, and they say no, all is an evolution, and all is evolving in its exact precise timing. It's only your judgment that things are not evolving in a timely manner and in a way that is beneficial, and everything is moving, changing, evolving in exactly the right way that it needs to, regardless of what your personality self thinks or believes. And sometimes in this life, you claim things. What does this mean? It means that, you are born, you've been given ideas and beliefs, and along the way, you have found out that it is beneficial for you to claim victimhood. So it is beneficial for you to claim, I am less than, I am not worthy. And you might say, well, why would it be beneficial? I mean, of course, I don't want to be less than. I don't want to feel like a victim. I don't want any of these things. And they say, oh, kiana sai todo shinai akodisia tasakarasa. Yes, but dear ones, sometimes in a victimhood, sometimes in a less than experience, sometimes in a I can't do this, so it keeps you from showing up, and it keeps you from slowing down. I am the one that doesn't have time. I don't have any time. Nobody helps me. I have to do this all on my own. I don't have enough money. There are so many ways that you claim your life. You stake a claim to your life. That which you speak, you claim it and you bring it into reality, because that's how powerful you are. Whatever you believe, so you can bring it, you can manifest it. You see, when we said the word believe, there's the word lie within the word believe, L-I-E, lie, because beliefs contain a lie because they are distorted. And we wish you to move beyond even the idea of belief. This is not to say that you can't say, I don't have faith, I believe in something. This is not to say that these things are wrong. We don't make a wrong or a right. We say that as long as you are in agreement to the alignment of playing the game in believing that you are the personality self and that you can be injured, you can die, you can be harmed, you can be insulted. You, the truth of who you are, cannot be any of these things. But the personality self, and yes, the human body, can die, if you like to use that word. We say use it if you like. There is there is no death, so we would rather use a word. They're like indifferent to this a concept. They're like, we would rather use the word transform. Your body dies, if you'd like to use it. It decomposes, goes back to the earth. Cycle, but never existed and never not existed. You see, because it never truly existed, it doesn't, what exists exists forever. What's true is always true, it never changes. What exists exists forever. So, in Isikarasa, this body never truly exists outside of a temporary manifestation. And those that experience it, yes, you could say it exists temporarily, but we would rather say that it is a manifestation than an existence. There's like a difference between this idea of existing and manifesting. So we would rather say that this is a manifestation, a temporary manifestation. And so, so yes, this temporary manifestation can come and go. This temporary body can feel things that other manifestations in other realities and other dimensions do not feel. They don't feel it. They don't experience it and they don't feel it. They can't experience and feel it. This 3D, this earth reality, this manifestation, is very unique in its way that it allows you to have these feelings and emotions, these experiences that guide you home to one, that guide you home to the truth of who you are. And the truth of what you are. Because it's not really a who, it's more a what. So you are so powerful. You claim things in this life, and therefore you are creating in this life. And you have a great power. Show a great power to create. Create, co-create, and move beyond creation to allowing creation to create through you and knowing yourself as creation, as creator, as an aspect of creator. As an aspect of creator, creating. You think you are you. and you are not the you think you are. You never have been, you never will be. Anisiya korasa, this is a temporary manifestation. Anisiya korasata korasekara, and you may believe you are who you think you are for as long as you like, until you wish to know who you truly are and what you truly are. Anisiya korasata korasa, which is beyond these ideas, beliefs, and concepts. You never are born, you never die. There is an aspect of you that is never harmed, that has never needed to be healed, that has never needed to be cured, that has never needed to be consoled, that has never needed for anything that the human experience requires. And the human experience doesn't necessarily even require this. It is the personality self that believes that these things are required. How so? How so? Because you are in this manifest plane, you are in agreement to this, you are acting or playing the game of humanity, the game of this reality. Because you are playing this, of course, your physical body experiences a death. It experiences pain and sometimes illness, sometimes and different stub the toe accidents and things as part of this whole reality. And you might say, I am hurt, I am sick, I am this, I am that. And we say yes. And also there's an aspect of you that no, is never any of these things and never has been, and never will be. And you can access this aspect of yourself at any time, because you are it. So of course you can access it. And they're like, and don't let anybody tell you any different, because you can. So you can access all of these qualities that you are. And of course you can, because you are it. So the small self is always trying to access things according to conditions, according to the reality that you're in. And but the divine as you, and that is you, and can access, and is this right? And can access all that it needed, can call and can claim all that it needs, and for its ultimate manifestation. And this is who you are. And but it's hard to believe that you are it, because you don't experience yourself as such. And then some of you might say, well, then I lose myself, because who am I if I am not this, and I am this, I am this divinity, and then I don't have a say anymore. And because the divine that is me and as me will express into this world. Where do I go? And they say, you arrive now. That's when you actually arrive. When the small self is transmuted, and the divine as you is realized, and as the divine that is you is realized, the small self is transmuted. You don't need to kick the small self out the door. This will dissolve. So let us talk about this idea, because obstacles and hindrances, and yes, you could say in one way they appear to be an obstacle, but in another way, are they really? And this is something that you must go inside. You must internal knowing, internal seeing and hearing. You must connect. To know what is this before me? What is its purpose and its reason before me? The small self will see through the five senses and will perceive something as an obstacle, will perceive something as a hindrance, and in addition to seeing this as an obstacle and hindrance, will claim it as such. You are my problem. You are the problem of the world right now. This is a problem. And I am a problem. Everything is a problem. And this is slowing me down. to getting what I want. I want this, and this is like in my way of getting what I want. And they say there is nothing actually in your way except for your insistence upon claiming things in this world. I claim this to be a tree. This is a tree. These are the qualities of what a tree is. So therefore, I call it tree. I've been told it's a tree, and now I continue to do this. And some of you might say, well, of course it's preposterous. Why wouldn't this be a tree? Of course it's a tree. Well, it's a tree because you call it a tree. It's a tree because you believe it's a tree. It's energy manifest. And if you wish to know a tree beyond what you currently know a tree as, you may. And this is the same as everything. You may know everything beyond what you currently know anything as. You may know it anew. You may know it a true. You may know it as you. So we will talk about dark energies and dark entities. Now, nothing exists outside of the light. And another way even said that even the light doesn't exist as light that you would call it light. I'm questioning it. So if you're questioning it, I'm right there with you. Because we're always saying like love and light and the light, divine light, one divine light. So what does this mean? And you can call it light, yes. But beyond even your idea of light, beyond all of these concepts, there is just one frequency, one sound, one tone, to which all is created from. All is created from this one sound, this one tone. It is the like they're showing me from yoga, like they're showing me like an Om symbol, like what I would identify through. They show me things in what I know. So they're showing me as this like the primordial sound, like the sound of Om to me, like that's a primordial sound to me in my mind, and in my beliefs, and they say even like take that away, and take away my ideas and beliefs, and now just be left with the sound. And the reverberation, or the continuation, like the vibration of the sound. And there is just one. And it permeates all things and is all things. You might think of this like a lava lamp. How there is like a blob and a secreto curso inside of a lava lamp, and then as the lava lamp is heated up, it transforms and creates all kinds of little other manifestations, and then they all go back to one, and then they all go back out again, they all go back to one, like this. So even what you would call dark is light, and is what we would rather say today is frequency. Because you would say dark energies and dark entities and the dark or the shadow, and yes, you can say this. We would rather have you contemplate, if you like, rather than thinking of things as dark and light and dark entities, considering them as frequencies. And yes, you could say in dark energy, but instead of dark energy, how about dense energy? It is one light and one sound, one frequency that is manifest many, many ways for many, many reasons. And all in the what you would call pursuit in the pursuit of, this is not the accurate word, but they're using it today so you have a concept for yourself. All in the pursuit of knowing one, of knowing the truth of who you are, of knowing the truth of what you are and what all is. So regardless of the vibration, and they're showing me all kinds of realms and all kinds of worlds, realities, regardless of the reality, regardless of the realm, regardless of the manifestation, there is always the underlying truth and the and the ultimate purpose is to realize it. It's always to come home. It's always to come home. And some have not come home. And so what happens when we meet or encounter these dense energies? Some of you may feel them, some of you may see them. And again, they don't exist in form the same way you don't exist in form. We talked about the word existing, because what is existing is always true and never not true, and we would rather say manifestation. So you are manifest temporarily, as so is anything. So if you encounter something that appears to you as dark, that appears to you as dense, that appears to you in any way, while you may not transform it from its own side, you may transform it from your own side, which is the only side that matters, because it is really only you. Things do not exist inherently outside of you. They exist as an agreement to your alignment in this vibrational frequency, in this reality. And so a dark energy or a dark entity cannot interact with you, cannot attach to you, cannot like bother you, badger you. Only if you are in agreement to aligning with it. And it may call you, the same way fear can call you, because all of this is like in the collective. So they're showing me like the collective, like the field, and it's kind of like these energies and all of these things are like in the field. And as your vibrational frequency lowers, you become like a magnet for it. But if you agree to it, then you may experience it. You may rise above it. And yes, it is a rising, because it is a frequency thing. That which cannot rise. We've talked about the balloon before. You can think about dark energies and dark entities, any way you like to think of this, as energies that are holding on to the rock. They cannot permeate or rise levels, like dimensions or realities, higher realities or higher dimensions, or higher realms. They cannot rise here. They can, when they're willing, to let go of all of the things that keep them dense, but they cannot permeate you without your permission. So to this we say, you may rise. You may rise. And this is the frequency that we will bring through today and now, is this frequency of truth. In truth, this can never be, because it is not in truth. In order for anything that is of a denser frequency, is denser in frequency, in weight, and frequency, is vibrating slower, denser. In order for this to raise, it must let go of any negativity, any ideas and beliefs. So anything that you would call dark, it must let go. And this is the same as you. You must be willing to let go of all of these ideas about yourself and others in order to rise, in order to experience what is here for you to experience. It's not over there or up there or out there. It's right here, right now. And because of your frequency, your physical eyes, your five senses are viewing a certain reality. But when you rise, you will not necessarily go somewhere, but what you see in front of you will completely change. It is a rising so much as it is a rising in frequency. They're saying it is a rising, and it is a rising, like it's happening, like it's coming up, it's a rising, and it is a rising of your physicality, of your energy body, your physical form changing, evolving, and being able to rise, and is your energy body too. And that's why all this stuff that's happening in the collective, and it's very important to and it's keep your nose and it's clean, mind your own business. And it's what's your business, love, and it's that's your only business. All this stuff that's news and perpetuating. Then when you are present and you are aware of this still point within you, and that is you, and you are connected into this frequency that brings through this divine guidance, this broadcast, if you will know whether or not there is the need to check into the broadcast that is happening. And if you check into the broadcast in the collective, you will be holding a higher frequency as you engage with it. We've talked about this before in very early videos when we talked about a piano and eventually your ability to move through the octaves. And another way you could think about that is dimensions. Your ability to then hold a frequency that allows you to stay steady as you encounter life, as you encounter all of these darker, denser energies. And we use these words for you today. Because we don't view anything as dark. And it is what it is. Is a temporary manifestation. And what you would view to be the darkest thing, maybe the lightest thing, disguised, if you would, like the fairy tale with the old woman with the rose arrives at the castle. What you would call beggar woman, the fairy tale arrives at the castle. Please help me. And the prince says no. And she turns beautiful. And disguised as darkness, so Prince could see through this 3D manifestation to the light that was within, to the beauty that was within. So you might think that she punished him in the fairy tale. But he punished himself in by turning away. And therefore he matched her vibration. And to which she was able to cast the spell upon him, you see. And they're talking about Beauty and the Beast. And the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast. And because he matched her, because he turned away from her, and he didn't love her, he didn't help her, he turned away from her based on her appearance. He matched this vibration in which she could put the spell on him. You see, she could not put the spell on him. And if he didn't match her vibration. And because he refused to help her, because he insisted upon seeing her as ugly and old and judging her, it kept him in that vibration. And as we have said to you many times, And this is of the utmost importance. Whatever you hold in darkness holds you in darkness. So as you judge another, so shall you be judged, not by a man in the sky. There is no judging God. This does not exist. There is not a man on a throne in the sky with the gates and judging people. Yes, you come in. No, you don't. This doesn't exist in this way. So as you do, you receive. And this exists in this way, if you would. Because so as you do unto another, you do upon yourself. So dark energies cannot mess with you. They can't do anything to you unless you match that vibration, unless you do. And now, you may say yes and claim this. As you claim, I am this, I am that, I am not worthy, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money. We ask you today to make a brand new claim for yourself. Yes. And I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. And all is. This is your new claim. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am, and all is. I just want to make sure I have this right. You wish them to claim, or wish us to claim, I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am, and all is. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am, and all is. And I could have said that was 3 times. And then and all is. This is the new claim. There is no more claiming of a less than. There is no more claiming of my wrinkles, my flab, my to the person that left the request in the comments box about the hair. And wants a thicker and fuller hair. And there is no more claims to a less than. There are only claims to I am that I am. And all is. And in this claim, the truth of any situation shall come through. Your vibrational frequency shall be a match to truth. And they're showing me like a movie like Ghostbusters. And when they use the whatever these guns are. And but like takes what is the dark energy and just goes poof. Gone. Cannot permeate this. It cannot permeate this. Why? Because it does not want to claim I am that I am. Because it wishes to hold on to the rock. Anything that is of a denser vibration that wishes to hold on to the rock, does not like the music I am, I am, I am. Does not like I am that I am, that I am. Does not like this. And it is not music to its ears. But actually they say it is its true resonance. They are saying this. It is its true resonance, but upon hearing it, it doesn't wish to, whatever these dark energies are, or dark manifestations, or denser manifestations, or denser manifestations. Whatever these denser manifestations are, denser energies, denser entities are, and we're just using the word they, like to relate this message. They do not wish to let go of all of the darkness at this time. And you can have great compassion for this, because at this time you don't necessarily want to let go of your personality self. And you can see this within your relationships with others, and wishing to make one right and one wrong. and not wishing to necessarily let go of things, especially your claims about yourself and who you are. And instead of claiming, I am this, I am that, you are this, you are that, instead they're asking for us to make this new claim. And so what do we do when we come across these darker energies, these darker things, these obstacles, these hindrances? Then we make the new claim. We make the new claim that creates the vibrational frequency in our physicality, but also the truth of who we are, and the truth of who all is. It reminds us of this, so that we may realize it, and that all may realize it also. The way to lift anything that is a obstacle, a hindrance, a dark energy, a dark entity, is to claim within yourself truth, in which way you are no longer a vibrational match to it, but you show it its truth also, because it is also this as well. And you say that I am, and all is. And when you claim the all is, you claim them as well. And even though they may not be claiming it for themselves, the opportunity is here for them to claim it. You have like reminded them of it. And it kind of like you might okay, now they're saying it like this, or they're bringing through this, like they come through and they bring through the frequency that reminds us, but still we might decide to, go and judge someone or do something that is in a denser vibration. And we can do this, and for as long as we like. It doesn't diminish their love for us, and they say it doesn't make them think that they are above us and they are trying to do this for us and that they pity us. No, they see us in this beauty. They see us in this divinity, and they bring the divinity through so we may realize it. But as they bring it through, there is never this feeling like a hierarchy, like they're doing it like for us, or they're doing it in some way that is like oh, poor humans, or poor you. They're doing it like very excited. They're showing me now, they're very excited, like a homecoming, like we recognize you, we see you in light. And when we see others in this kind of light, regardless of how they look on the outside, we will be able to perceive 5D. We will be able to begin to perceive what is already here. It's here. It's not somewhere else. It's here. 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 And it's here. It's here. It's here now. And it's here, and we can perceive it now. If we wish. But that means that we must be willing to see everything in this light, regardless of how it looks on the outside. And that is not a sugar coating. You can still perceive darkness, feel its energy, see its warring, see its hurting each other. But know that it is at its essence of light, like that lava lamp, taking a temporary manifestation for a purpose that is beyond what your intellect can understand. But it doesn't need to understand. The small self doesn't need to understand, because the divine as you can understand and withstand anything and everything, and does withstand everything. And this is the ultimate. And this is so important, because your world is changing. It's changing frequency, and it's also changing rapidly. It's changing frequency and it's changing rapidly now. And you are going to start to see all the things that must be reclaimed in love, must be reknown in love. They must be reknown instead of known. Right now, you know a tree because you say it's a tree, because you've been told this is what a tree is, because you have all your ideas and beliefs. But when you know a tree, this love is beyond anything that our words can describe. But you can have an experience of this. And when you have an experience of this, your willingness to go up to a tree and make your new claim, I am, make your new claim to the tree and experience the tree and have a deep relation with the tree beyond your concepts and beliefs. You can start to do this with humans too. With yourself in all things. And then there is this depth, this love, this purity. And you know things beyond labels. This is how your world changes. And it is a must now. It is a must now. And this is why our message is available now, because it is a must. And it is time, and this is not scary, but they are showing me this, like there is a time of turmoil. And it is like they're showing me like things being dug up and rerouted and like and this is not scary, but like buildings like falling, like crumbling, like things are crumbling. And humanity has done much to each other and to the earth that must be re-seen and reclaimed in love, like a reckoning, if you would, but it has to be reclaimed in love. So the things that you have seen in darkness, you must now see them in love. In light, in truth. So I question them because they said before there is no dark and there is no light, and they say yes, there is light, but just not the way that like I'm thinking of it. And that I keep, every time they say light, I just keep questioning them behind the scenes here. And they're just saying, yes, it is still light. It's just not the way that we necessarily think of light. And it's not like a dark and light, like this polarity, like this two different things. It's just one thing, vibrating in different frequencies. So this lower vibrational frequency must be realized as a higher vibrational frequency. Now they're going to use dark and light, now that they've said it this way for me. Maybe for you too, but for me, they're going to say it this way, as in dark and light. Yes, must be known as love, must be known as truth, and this must happen now. And it is happening, and it will happen. It must happen. There is no way that it cannot happen if you wish to be successful. And if you wish to be, I'm going to use this word right now, but I think there's a different word, and they're going to let me know what it is. If you wish to be successful in your, in your mission, if you wish to be successful in your mission, yes, you are all on an individual and collective mission. To raise, vibration, and manifest, and to realize this new earth, this what you would call the kingdom, what you would call the new earth, what you would call 5D, what you would call heaven on earth. And they say doesn't matter what your words are, and because none of them really accurately, 100% accurately describe what this is, describe this this reality, this this manifestation, and this plane of existence. I'm asking them so many questions, and they're just like, choose one. It doesn't matter. Their concept, what they're saying here is what's important is that it is actually here now for us to be able to see and view and experience. And it's not like we need to pack our bags and go somewhere and go on a big travel. Anisikara is a vibrational frequency of elevation. And when the vibrational frequency elevates, the sights before us will change, and that will, you don't have to die or leave the earth. You experience a whole new earth based on your vibrational frequency. All you had to do was unpack your bags. Stop packing your bags, unpack your bags. Unpack, 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 unpack. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Okay. Everything must be reclaimed in love. And this is what's happening upon your earth now. Everything is being uprooted and uprising, so that it may be known in love. The people who have been repressed, the things that have happened that have harmed others now need to be claimed in a new way, need to be seen in a new way and claimed in a new way. No, this is not a sugarcoating. No, this is not a bypassing. It is a willingness to know something beyond what you think you know. Because when you know, you will not harm each other. And any like repairs that need to be made. You could also use the word reparations, any apologies, anything that needs to be what's this word? Anything that needs to be reckoned. Anything that needs to be reckoned, reconciled. Anything that needs to be reconciled will be reconciled in love. The small self may not be able to understand how it can reconcile itself to all of these things that have been done. But the divine that is you and as you can reconcile and knows exactly how to reconcile and to what you would call make this better. And they will say it's not really a making this better, but they use this languaging for you. And the divine that is you and as you knows exactly how to manifest, how to express in the ways that reclaim everything in love. Reclaim everything in love. So there is a love that permeates all. Harm does not come to each other, and all is seen as equal, experienced as equal. There's an equality. So now we bring through this frequency of truth, so that you may clear. They're going to do an energy clearing. And energy clearing and bringing through the frequency of truth, which is your new claim. So it may reflect. You may reflect truth. You may emanate truth. And in this way, all that encounter you, or all that you encounter this vibration of truth. And this is what breaks through obstacles, dissolves obstacles, hindrances, dark energies that do not wish to be a vibrational match to this truth, repel away. But as they repel away, you're just sending love, and they may choose to come to the love or not, but they are reminded that the love exists. And as you vibrate love and emanate love, and all that you encounter when you smile at a person in the grocery store and they have a scowl on their face, they may be are so consumed with their inner turmoil, but when they see your smile, they may smile back, or they may just remember for the briefest glimpse of moment that there is love, there is light, there is happiness that they may have forgotten. And maybe they don't, because maybe they're so entrenched that they don't. But it's there. It's there. And the echo of it is there. So you may have smiled and released that vibrational frequency of smile and happiness. And if they had so much grief or so much anger and so much sadness that it didn't really register, the echo is there. The echo is there. And they could still pick it up at a later time. The echo is still there. And everything you do makes a difference. And okay, if you say yes, we say yes, and we bring through now clearing together and this vibrational frequency that allows you to make new claims of truth. The claim of I am, and all is, and that this like burst, they show it to me like this, like burst through obstacles, like boom, boom, like boom, boom, like pew, pew. Like it's like that's it, it's gone. Excuse me. And that's what they're saying, gone, gone, gone. Okay, if you wish to do this now, they wish to. Dear ones, so you set your intention, you be willing to lift, willing to rise, willing to know beyond what you have known before. To make a new claim for yourself. I am. I am. All is. And the next time you say, I am, I have wrinkles, I have flabby, I don't have time. Stop and make your new claim. 3 times. Make your new claim 3 times. Reprogram this program of a lack, this program of I don't have. And you must be willing to have the faith. But in the vibrational frequency that we bring through today, and that you may experience today, and that you may experience when you start making this claim, and you start making this claim over and over and over again in your daily interactions, you will experience the frequency. So we say, yes, say the words, but pay attention to the frequency. Pay attention. Can you actually feel your physical body changing, lifting, being lighter? Can you feel your energy body, lifting, lighter? Start to feel, move out of thinking and into feeling. Yes, we say this, it is the portal to releasing the concepts and moving into feeling. Not this feeling is good, this feeling is bad, just noticing what this feeling feels like. Can you start to feel yourself rise? Can you start to feel your frequency rise? And when you make your new claim. And if you need, you may come back to this transmission anytime when you feel like there has been what feels like too much obstacles in your life, hindrances, worries, and you feel like maybe your claim isn't working, or you doubt yourself. And to come back to this that we do together, as to remind you, as a reminder, this frequency. We're not intellectually reminding you of anything now. We are going to sing the one song. That is our song. In which nothing that is not in truth can be here. Only that which is in truth can align here. And that way it repels anything that is not in truth, and receives everything that is in truth. So you see what happens here, dear one, is it repels, if you would, this negative energy because it cannot come here. So it kind of like sinakarasa bounces off it, sikarasa onusukarasa, but at the same time is not a pushing away. Inisia bakarasa, it is a singing of the song of truth, and it is singing of the song of all truth, the obstacles, the hindrances, all of it. It is singing the song of the truth of everything. And in this way, it is calling it all in. At the same time, if it does not wish to come in now, it may then leave. It then is repelled. Do you understand? So we push away nothing. We call in everything as a reminder. Come home. Come home. So we sing like the come home song. And I said it, come home to this frequency. But if you don't wish to, that's okay. We still are knowing you as this love. We're still singing the song. We're not judging you. We're not saying we're singing it for you because you can't. We're singing it for you because we know you're it. And we sing it with a great love to all. All energy, however it's manifested, could be manifested as obstacles, hindrances, dark energies or entities, whatever. We sing it, and if it doesn't wish to come, that's okay. We still sing it anyway. But it just slowly, like bounces or repels back, just goes. But it cannot permeate this. And cannot permeate truth unless it wishes to align with truth. Otherwise, it goes. Okay, you understand? Let us do this together now. You say yes, we say yes. You may come back to this anytime. Waktaisho, yiktine shuktine aishi, su ti shi Niktia koroshe, waitana saikinai, chukte me atrokushia, why? And I say a quarasatikia kotinesa clear. And I say clear. Akaresukota bekashigare atakare, wait, Tasine Waktasukabakate Takaresaktoruashi, Wikte Asukti, Makadesikoros, Sikia, tene wa shai, yikte shewa katai so, sai shineata korosabekisi, wa sa hiu sukti shu, wa sanai sai shu. Can I say te awasa, hasashi, hai shiakarai kadai shi, amata kwatai shinakati, ishi. Tishi, tishi, so suktiak, shikarakatu, korakata, shikorobakati, sa ta wa, atakasepokti Sishu, anasaya shuktia, saikotia, shana kwai, I say, make your new claim. Anisi, tishinea katasu, shu. Sia shu. I am, you are all is. Eni kia pokote ana saya kwaena saya kaena. So there has never been a separation. There will never be a separation. Aya korosote jika bakata korese ana se karasa karasa to karasa. You are willing to let go of the idea and the need of separation. Arakaras ways to know yourself and to know others and to experience this manifestation, this earth plane. Anasekarasa karasate korosa this anasekarasakara world anesiata korosakara this reality. Anesika no longer do you need anesiata korosata korosakara to make your old claims. You may make your new claims anesia korosata karasa and you're willing to release. Anesekarasakara relinquish anasakarasa let go. Let go. Let go. And a secret of your need. And a secret to align with. And a secret the things that keep you small. And a the things that keep you dense. And a secret let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. And a secret let go. Inikiata Sakateshi watai sukti asane kia tukwai atashi atai sodo brakete se iniketa to let go Watishi akatikuto shu Sinai shu tai shu let go. You make your new claim, anasa, so it is. The sights you see before you change. Anasaka, your experience of life as you know it changes. And you know yourself. Anasada and all things. Anasakarasa as one. Anasaka truth. Anasata chakaratakara. Inesekeratata perfect. Anasio to 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 Anasakarata perfection. You see the perfection in all. This is an inner seeing and an inner knowing of perfection. The small self judges anasakarata through the five senses, anasakarata the divine as you judges nothing, amakarasa knows everything, anakarasa experiences, anasakarata perfection, anatikyoto tishi awaktata sakarata knows perfection, anatarake asotoraktai shaktai sho raktai nasai kwaita shai waktane asakata sho waktana sho Waktanai show. Waktanai show. So show. Hasani akara sote she awakate sanashe akite se. And they're sending love now. I'm just going to check in here and see if there's anything else. Love. And gratitude. Dear ones, we are so grateful for this opportunity to connect with you. And the one that sits before you. We are grateful to her. huasakarasa, sayasha, sayasha kada, say, sho, sho, sho. Anasakarasa takarasa, heartstring, anasia takara, we are one. Inia takarasa teya sakara, we play a divine song. Anitia karasaya takuroso takarasa, that can be heard with internal hearing, that can be known with internal knowing. Anasaya karasa, inia takoroso, one song, anasia takarasa, manifest anikarasa as many, anatorokia makayata, until you eventually realize anasia takorosi atakarasa, there has only ever been one anikarasa song, tone, anase frequency, manifest in multiple ways. Aniatoko soti shi akara taisho. Taisho. So, sho, sho, sho. Okay. Thank you so much to the guides for this message today, this transmission today, and to you. And they say like a bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing in this experience with me and with us. And now I just joked with them because they came back in and I thought you were going. And they wish to say bye because you know how I always send the love and then I say the guides, they're going to stay. So I'm going to thank you. And as always, we're sending you so much love. Thank you.